Alright, hello again everybody. Welcome to another episode of my Let's Play of Eternal Darkness for the Nintendo GameCube, and we've got another chapter ahead of us, so let's get started with this guy.
The ancients' influence was incredible. From all walks of life to all parts of the world, their tendrils crept and wrought their insidious damage. Their prisons decayed constantly as their guardians' work continued. I discovered mention of a breakthrough in satellite radar imaging that revealed the presence of a hitherto unknown temple mound in the Angkor Thom region of Cambodia. An archaeologist of some repute, Dr. Edwin Lindsey, took it upon himself to investigate the area, to reveal the secrets of history. Unfortunately, the local government at the time thought differently, requiring that Lindsey find other means into the country and to finance the expedition. He found these in Paul Augustine, a collector of rare items who professed an interest in the discovery and agreed to help. After a dysentery-riddled 2-week venture, Lindsey and Augustine located the remains of an ancient city temple dating back to the 12th century.
Yes, this is it. It has to be. I hadn't expected the information to pan out, but here it is. The satellite data was correct.
For years, I have searched for it without success. Here, all along, clouded from us beneath the great ancient's insidious magic. I am very pleased with your performance, Dr. Lindsey. Very pleased. In fact, so pleased that I will give you an early bonus.
My God!
You are a scholar, Dr. Lindsey, not a warrior. In that regard, I have several centuries more experience than you. Don't be a fool. Die quietly, and you will not suffer. You cannot escape me, Lindsey. This place will be your tomb, just as it is Mantarok's. Guardians of Chattur'gha, kill him!
Oh man, who knew that the mysterious stranger accompanying Edwin would turn out to be an evil guy? And these fucking guardians, these are by far the most annoying characters or creatures in the game. If they I'll go and show you what their attack looks like. It's like, yeah, they attack with their scythe that they've got attached on their tail, and it doesn't. I don't think it actually does any damage, but they use it to cast a spell. And it's always a it's always a summoning spell, so they can summon a horror, a zombie, or a trapper, and it just serves to be an annoyance. And you can't hit them when their wings are hooding their head. And in fact, the only time when you can hit them is when they have their wings outspread in that animation. Like, even if they're in the process of closing the wings, you can't hit them. It's very finicky and it's very annoying. So yeah, they're definitely the most annoying character or enemies in the game. Alright, so in fact, what will it say if we try to exit? I don't think I've ever tried. No intention of leaving. Yes, no one crosses Edwin Lindsey. And yeah, the guy's name was Paul Augustine, Pious Augustine. Yeah, it's pretty obvious there. Find it interesting that the narrative referred to their adventure as a 2-week a dysentery-riddled 2-week adventure or something like that, which does not sound pleasant in the slightest. So, there's this thick layer of dust obscuring the tiles of the floor. Luckily, we have an archaeologist brush for such an occasion. And lo and behold, what do we find? But some pretty sweet jewelry. Don't mind if I do. I do enjoy feeling pretty. And that's, yeah, we can't do anything else with that. So the door's closed off. I think that was the one that Pious went through, or Paul Augustine. I mean, if you want to keep referring to his bullshit identity. And that one's closed off too. But note, this is the same statue that we saw before. There are some specks of bronze dust still on the statue. So sure enough, let's try this bronze jewelry that we found. Sweet. Who saw that one coming? Am I right? Alright, and the other door's still closed off, so there's more. So we'll be coming back to this one. Should I stick with? I don't know. I really like the shotgun, but we have limited ammo, and I don't think we find any ammo where. Believe it or not, I don't think an ancient temple has many shotgun shells laying around. So I think this is all the ammo that we have. So I think I'm gonna conserve the shotgun and stick with the pistol for now. Oh, and we get the Tome of Eternal Darkness already. I always like when they give it to us early, because in later chapters they wait a lot longer, and it gets a little annoying at times. This is Karim, the guy from the first guy from the desert. Well, after Pious, but yeah, that desert level that we saw. And Dr. Roivas as well. Dr. Maximilian Roivas has his own statue as well. So I had mentioned that, yeah, that we're seeing lots of more characters as it goes on. All right. Nice flashback summary. Now we can move forward. Aha! Yeah, they're fighting amongst each other, which works for me. Really, I mean, in this game, when it comes to things like pistols and whatnot, things that take a lot of shots to kill something, they are kind of impractical. Oh, and you can finish them. I would show off. Finishing them off with a ranged weapon looks no different. I don't know, ranged weapons, like when it comes to pistols, things that don't kill them very quickly are kind of impractical. So I don't know. I still like to use them, but not just for the sake of meaning that you don't have to get up close and personal. Oh shit! That's part of the problem with this level, is that the lighting. Well, it's not a problem with the level, but it's just the way it is. That the lighting isn't quite as good as it was previously, so it's harder to see the pressure plates on the floor. But still pretty manageable for now. We're gonna see some traps later on that are a pretty huge pain in the ass, actually. If not just for the layout and whatnot, it gets kind of obnoxious at times. Alright, and nice little additive to the game is that whenever you go by something that would otherwise be hidden, the controller rumble feature stays on, which is kind of nice. So we've got this cobweb that's covering something. Again, use our handy-dandy archaeologist brush. And what do we find but a codex? Hot diggity daffodils. Oh shit. Oh, and here he's protected by, that's a damage field, like one of the ones I had mentioned earlier. We can't get to him, and luckily he can't get to us either, though there is this nice bronze necklace sitting right here. Don't mind if I do. And he's guarding something as well. There's something hidden behind him. I think it's another necklace. But we'll have to come back here. We need a way to nullify that damage field and also kill the beast while we're here, but we'll have to come back here. So until then, continue back. Now that we have this bronze necklace, we can continue back to that statue that we saw earlier. And if we're lucky, we play our cards right, we might just get a little. We might get to open up the other passageway. I'll see what happens. I find it interesting that of all things, this guy is still here. Like, hasn't risen up or anything. I mean, what's he waiting for, honestly? The other guys have already spilled the beans. I mean, it's not like it's gonna surprise us. And I didn't mention it, but yeah, we found a metal bracelet. And unlike the other ones, I'll go ahead and excuse me. Oh yeah, it opens the door to that one as well. I'll go ahead and read the description of it. This one it's just a regular metal bracelet. I mean, unlike the other jewelry that we've seen so far, most of them are like bronze or some sort of fancy type of jewelry. This one is flawed metal. It's probably junk. So yeah, this is just a very bland and boring plain metal bracelet. But it will come in handy. Don't you worry. Oh, and well, no, that's something else. Well, wait, what does it say? Now I'm curious. Okay, yeah, the birth of the human race, humanity's dawn. Okay, we get it. So there's this weird statue or something or another, a Naga of sorts, a snake-headed demon that appears to be guarding the golden bracelet. That's chilling right there. Or silver bracelet. I mean, silver, gold, they're like the exact same thing, am I right? But then the door closes. Oh, shit. Shit just got real, son. And now it's following us, and it's shooting darts at us. It's a raised platform stands before demanding a sacrifice. So we're really pulling an Indiana Jones here. You know, we got the silver bracelet. Well, let's replace it with the old one. So it can tell that there's something weighted there, and that's all it needs. So now it's satisfied. And of course, I can't help but notice the parallels of Indiana Jones with this character. I mean, you know, he's exploring a tomb. He's got a fancy hat, and he's got a comparable attitude. I mean, you know, it's said in that description, nobody crosses Edwin Lindsey. It's like, okay, we get it, dude. But I'm a fan of... I like the Indiana Jones movies, so, you know, I'm fine with this. Even if it is something of a ripoff, I don't mind. Indiana Jones, you know, it's a good thing to rip off. I'm not uppity about that sort of stuff. Another cobweb, another use of the Archeologist brush. Life is good. Another codex, of all things. Flippin' awesome. Whoa! Shotgun time? I believe so. Blam, motherfucker! Blam, motherfucker! But now I need to reload. Just gonna go in the corner here while they all fight amongst themselves and get the fuck out of here. Who invited you to the party? Get the hell out. Get off my plane! Totally wrong movie, but still, I don't know why, but I've had a, I think I was watching something else, and they made that reference, and since then I've had Harrison Ford movies on my mind. Beyond just Star Wars, like normal. I mean, you know, as people that have watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I have an unholy affinity for the Star Wars movies. But at least I'm honest, right? So through all those shenanigans, I'll go back to my pistol. Through all those shenanigans, we got one new rune. What we got here? Oh yes, dispel and area. Gee, dispel and area. Yeah, those are the ones that'll come into play momentarily here. Oh, when I trip the... Oh yeah, the pressure plates are starting to get a little bit more crafty. I think that's one right in front of me right there. Yeah, that is. If it had not already been tripped, then these things would start going down. But luckily, that thing tripped that zombie right there tripped that switch and got its head chopped off. This is pretty sweet. So we got another statue, and this one's got flecks of silver. Well, it's not like we have any silver thing. Oh, we totally do, actually. Bam. And that one didn't actually do anything in itself, or by itself. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. But there's a necklace. In fact, I think that necklace that we saw earlier by the monster was a silver necklace. Dispel magic. Perfect. And that's what we need to get rid of the damage field. Let's see. That is, like, I guess the counterpoint, or the counter thing to the damage field spell. Oh, and here it is, right here. So we get to see it in action. Now I'm going to go ahead and equip the shotgun, because I'm going to need it. And let's do this thing. And let's see, it's a red, they're using Chattur'gha, so we need... They're using fire, so we should use water. Blam. Ja. While he roars menacingly. Ouch! And zaps us in the face. Shoot him in the face with my shotgun. Because I'm a nice guy like that. He's done. And I think Edwin must be a really hearty person, because he's zapped us like 2 or 3 times, and we only lost a little bit of health. So I think he's, in addition to having a lot of health, I think he's resilient towards a lot of damage, which is nice. So the monster's dead, the walls are bleeding, and we got silver necklace. So things are going well. Let's go back to my nifty little pistol here. For those that are that may or may not be OCD about these sort of things, I'm choosing not to reload prematurely, just so that I can always have a full clip when I do reload. I like if I were to reload now, I would only have a clip of 3 by the end or something like that. So it's just for the sake of convenience, because I am inevitably gonna run out of ammo the way I go through these things.